I have an interest in civil engineering, and I'm very interested in bridges, and this is no exception. I'm in the East Algarve, and almost in the middle of nowhere, up in the hills, I've come across this wonderful span bridge, concrete bridge, and it seems to be going over what remains, shall we say, of a river, and parts of which are still full of water, and a lot of which has evaporated out. And in these valleys you'll find that it's very seasonal, apparently, that the water will come down the hills in the rainy season and become a very fast flowing river, and then fill these areas up, and then slowly they'll evaporate over the course of the summer. And here is a big concrete boom, which is a huge piece of concrete, and it's backed with large stones behind. The water is flowing down those hills that you can see in the background and coming up to this boom here, filling this section, and probably then in a controlled manner spilling over this this boom or spillway. And I think this is because the water, when it comes down from the hills, comes down in absolute torrents apparently, and that spillway and that boom would allow the water to be controlled and not come into the lower area way too fast. It's very bumpy underfoot, as you can see, and my camera work is somewhat shaky as I make my way to the underside of this bridge. And you can see this is effectively a dried up riverbed, and as I say, it's a seasonal flow of water. And here we are now under this very basic concrete span bridge. Round pillar supports, and then these concrete sections infilled in between, and then back into the bank. And as I venture a little bit further down this dried up riverbed, you can see the nature of those hills and how in the rainy season, torrential rain would soon flood down these hills under this very simple but effective road bridge, and through back down to the boom and the spillway, and then out beyond. So I think we can see the sequence of events in the rainy season, and quite fascinating really to walk down these dried up riverbeds, of which there are so many in Portugal, certainly in the East Algarve that I've seen. And here is the remains of a little pool of water that's left from the rainy season, and who knows what life exists and what microcosm we have in this lovely little pool. And so, a little bit out of breath as I've made the climb now up the embankment. You can see the bridge from this higher level, and let's now get onto the bridge, onto the road. So here we are at road height. Wonderful, simple and effective bridge. Seasonal floodwater from the hills and down into the valley.